and I teach you how to make money online without any investment. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. If you don't already know who it is, it's the one and only, the true Alex J. How to make money online without any investment. Now there's actually quite a lot of ways to make money online, but what I'm going to talk about today is short term and long term. Now I'm going to do long term first. The reason I'm going to do long term first is because I believe that it's the best way to make money online, but I will talk about short term methods that you can use to make money today. Now the difference between the two, and this is really important to understand, is short term might only be viable for a short period of time, whereas long term, obviously you want it to be consistent, but it takes longer to set up. Now there's a lot of scams online, so you've got to be kind of careful with where you go. So I wouldn't recommend just finding a picture on Instagram that says flip $500 to $1,000. I wouldn't, don't even touch that stuff. But what you want to do is you want to be thinking of viable methods that are real methods, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. Now, in the long term, if you want to make money without any investments, then it's really, really important that you invest in knowledge, which can be free, you don't have to pay anything, whether that be YouTube videos, whether that be books, it could be anything. But you're watching this video, so I'm guessing you've got access to the internet, so you can get access to books. You can get them from libraries or whatever, but you really want to increase your value. Now, by increasing your skill set, you'll also increase your value. And if you increase your value, then obviously people are more likely to invest in you. Now, this is really important. Now, when I say people are more likely to invest in you, it doesn't mean that they're going to, you don't have to be a stockbroker. They're not going to invest money in you to invest on a stock market, not like that. What I mean is they're more likely to invest in you in terms of purchasing products from you or sponsoring you or anything. They're more likely to see you as a leader in your industry or a leader in a particular field, and then they're going to trust you with their money. And that's really, really important. Whenever selling anything, and that includes yourself, you need people to know you, like you, and trust you. If they don't have those three factors, they'll never buy from you. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to sell sunglasses, whether you're trying to sell medication, whether you're trying to sell watches, whether you're trying to sell $1 billion app idea, people need to know you, like you, and trust you. And that's really important. That's why you have to invest in yourself on knowledge. Now, I actually outlined in my last video the 4 steps that you need for guaranteed success in any industry. So if you haven't already watched that, I really would recommend that you watch that video, but I'm going to kind of break down a little bit for you here. Essentially, you need to take massive action, okay? Now, this is really important to understand. Let's say, for example, you want to make money long-term on the stock market. Well, then you need to get the knowledge from the stock market. You need to understand how it works. You need to understand investments, diversification, IPOs. You need to understand. Let's say that you want to make money with an online business selling clothing. Then you need to understand, how are people finding this business? How much money are they currently making? How long does it take to build that audience? One really important thing to understand is something called market barrier entry. Now, the way that this works is how many people are currently in the market and how do they respond? So let's say, for example, Google. Google starts as a company, and the more customers it gets, the more it grows, and the more it grows, the more customers use it, until the point that it expands where everyone's using it. Same thing as Facebook. Facebook starts out and it has just a few users, and because those users are on there, it expands, and then because everyone's then using it, you have to use it because everyone else is using it. And that's kind of the way that their business model works. That's the kind of company that you want to be in. That's the kind of company that you want to invest in. That's the kind of company that if you've got an idea that can work like that, then it's definitely worth pursuing, because those companies are the billion-dollar companies. WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, all of these platforms work in that way, where the more users they get, the more people need to use them. And that's the kind of business that makes $1 billion. You also need to work out how long can you wait for the investment to pay off. So let's say, for example, you might not be investing money, but you will certainly be investing time. That's why me personally, I love to invest my money, because my money can work for me rather than me having to work myself. You need to sit down and say, look, if I'm putting in 100 hours a week, then I need to be making X amount of money by X day. So you might only start off by making, $10 a week. Because especially if it's a new company that you're just starting, you might only be making a small amount of money every day, and then it'll slowly pick up and slowly pick up and slowly pick up and slowly pick up until the point where you get where you want. But you need to work out, is it viable for you to be able to do that? Is it viable for you to put in 100 hours a week for an investment that won't pay off for another year? Because if not, then you need to work out how you're going to make that work. Are you going to need to get a part-time job while you work on that? But then you need to stay super, super focused and understand, look, the only reason I'm working that job is because I'm working on this, and this is going to pay off at this time. That's the kind of mindset that you need to have with this. And that's really, really important. So let's say, for example, YouTube videos. There's some YouTubers out there that are making a lot of money. I know one of the top YouTubers, he's making about $15 million a year, which is incredible. However, how long did it take for him to get in that position? It took about 4 years. So it's easy for you to say, yep, I could do that. I could be a millionaire on YouTube. It's like, yeah, but it's going to take a long time, and it's a long-term investment. And you need to understand that from the beginning, because if you don't, you're going to go into it guns blazing. You'll be super motivated. You're super pumped. You're trying to do as best as you can, and it's not paying off quick enough. And you get really demotivated. You get down. You give up. Same thing with Instagram. You can have a really big Instagram account, and then you can get companies sponsoring you. And some companies sponsor crazy amounts of money. They'll pay like $20,000 for one post, or they'll pay like $100,000 or $200,000, or I know one of the biggest ones that I know was $500,000 for one Instagram post. That's insane, but you need a huge Instagram audience. Now, how long does that take? Could take 6 months, could take a year, could take 2 years. Depends how good your knowledge is on that platform. Depends on if you're able to get good connections, if you're able to get shout outs, if you're able to interact with other users and get them to help you out, if you've got a good message, if you've got the right audience. All of that comes into play. So it's really important that you understand that where you're trying to get. This is where I am, this is where I'm trying to get to, and then you work towards that goal. If you don't have that, it's going to be very difficult for you. Now, short term, there's quite a few things that you can do. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways that you can make money, whether it be Instagram, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Craigslist, whatever. I've made money across all those platforms, and let me explain one of the ways that you can do it. You can get an affiliate offer off of Amazon. Now, I know a lot of people say this, but just please bear with me. This is definitely worth listening to. You can get affiliate links from Amazon. Now, the way that it works is you get a link from Amazon. They give you like an affiliate link. You have to sign up as an affiliate member. They give you a link. Now, when you can do a review on that product, you put the link out, and then anyone that buys it, you get a little bit of commission from it. But the other great thing is, for about 30 days, if they purchase anything from Amazon, you still get a small commission from it, which is great. Now, you might only earn $1. You might earn $100. You might earn thousands of dollars every week. Depends on how much work you're putting in. You can do it right now, and you can start making money right now, dependent on what kind of platforms you've already built. If you've already got a big Instagram account, or you've already got a big YouTube account, or already got a lot of friends on Facebook, or you're able to market yourself on Craigslist without getting banned, and there is a technique to that, by the way, then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to put out that link and get people in, and they'll buy those products that they were going to buy anyway, but you'll make commission from it. Because as you know, a lot of people use Amazon every single day, and all you're really doing is tapping into a huge market that already exists. It already has a huge demand, and you're just allowing people to buy it through your link, and then you're making commission from it. So let's say, for example, you've already got a big Instagram account, you get that you get that link, you can put it straight out, you can put a new picture up or a new storyline or whatever, you can have the link there, they'll click on it, go through, they'll purchase it, and you want to do a really good review, you want to do a legit review. Don't just find any old product and just do a review on that. Maybe find a product that you already own, that you can hold in your hand and say, look, I already own this is my review, this is what I personally think about it. If you want it, hit the link. And if they go through with it, that's absolutely fine. If they don't, that's absolutely fine. But the point is, you'll be able to make money from that really, really quickly. Dependent on how aggressive you are, dependent on how many people that you can communicate with every single day, depends how much money you'll make from that. My personal recommendation would be to build a blog. And again, I know people hate because they're like, I saw on loads of YouTube videos about blogs, and blogs are old, it doesn't work. Believe me, blogs still work. It doesn't matter what date it is, believe me, blogs still work. And here's the reason the blogs still work. Let's say that you're about to buy a computer. Let's say that you're looking at buying an Apple computer, and you're like, iMac computer reviews, or iMac spec comparison, or whatever. You want to know information, so you type that in on Google, and then whoever's got a link on Google that's got exactly what you're looking for, they'll click on it, they'll look at it, and they'll go, yeah, okay, cool, this is really good information. If you've already got an Amazon link on there, let's say, for example, you're selling an iMac, and then it's like, it's a comparison, which is what they're looking for. they find your blog, they read it, they go, yep, that's a good point. They click on your link, go across and buy it. You're now earning commission from that. It's really that simple. That's why it still works. It's so obvious, but so many people skip it because it takes a lot of effort. Now, if you want to increase your odds of getting more traffic to your blog, it's very simple. You just do keyword research. And again, that's why so many people say it doesn't work, but it's because they're lazy. They didn't put in the effort. And what you want to do is you want to go on Google, you can do keyword planner, and you can find the different keywords. You can find what's trending. You can see how many people are searching it every single month. You can see how competitive it is. If it's high competition, you're probably not going to rank for it. You want to look for something that has high search volume, so a lot of people looking for it every single month, but has low competition. Now, believe me, it's not easy to find. It's very difficult to find. Why is it difficult? Well, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So you have to be the person that's going to put in the effort, because believe me, most people aren't putting in that effort. They're not really trying. So you need to be the person that goes out there and really puts in the effort, doing the keyword research, really looking at, okay, maybe sunglasses are already taken because it's too broad. So maybe I can narrow it down. I could be like, yellow sunglasses for children or yellow sunglasses for girls. That keyword you might be able to rank for. And if you've got exactly that product, you'll be able to sell a ton of them. You could find something fairly new, like vape. Vape is still fairly new to the industry. So you could do something like strawberry flavored vape available in California, right? And that's going to be a lot more targeted than what a lot of other people are doing. And therefore, you're more likely to rank over someone that's just trying to do the keyword vape. My point is there's so many different keywords that you can target. You just have to be a bit smarter. Don't go broad. You want to go really, really narrow, because it might only get, say, 100 searches or 200 searches or 300 searches a day. But if you're ranking number one for that exact keyword, those 100, 200, 300 people are going to click on yours because yours is more targeted towards them. It speaks directly to the consumer. So they're going to click on yours. And now, if you've written it fairly well, it doesn't need to be amazing. You don't have to be the best writer in the world. But if you can write it fairly well and it's easy to understand, it's easy to digest, and you got your link set out and it's very easy for people to see, they'll click on your link and then they'll go and buy the product if your review leans that way. So that way, maybe you'll get 5, 10 sales from that a day. Now, again, that could work out at like $10 a day or $20 a day or $30 a day, which is great because, again, if you keep doing that and you keep building it up, you can get to $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 a day, $400 a day. But it takes a long time to build it for the long term. But that's kind of the point, is you start off with something small, very simple, you push that, and then you keep going again, you find another one, you find another one, you find another one. Now, let's be real. I always say to people, you want to go all out. Now, there's a difference between poor people's mindset and rich people's mindset. A poor person would say, how long have I got to put in? How much is it going to pay me? But a rich person's going to say, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I'm driving as much traffic as I can. I don't care how long it takes me to do the keyword research. I don't care how long it takes me to find the perfect product and the perfect placement. I don't care how long it takes me to write the blog. Why? Because they understand the long-term goal. When you first start out, you might have to do 50 blog posts in order to just get 3 products selling every single day. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. If you got 3 sales a day coming from, when I say 3 sales a day, I mean 3 products a day that are selling. So you might only be making like $30 a day, but do you know what? That's absolutely fine, because you know now these ones worked really well. Why did they work well? Was it the way that I put the picture there? Was it the way I wrote the title? Was it the way that I wrote the article? What was different? Why did this one win? And then you can use that knowledge that you've just gained and you can put that into your next one. So you can say, okay, cool, I figured this one out, I'm going to do another one. And again, you build it and build it and build it. There's people that make millions of dollars a month doing exactly what I have just given to you absolutely free. Again, you don't need to invest in this. I personally would recommend that you start experimenting with Facebook ads and Google ads later on down the road when you're financially able to do that. But this is a great way for you to start making money today. So I really hope this has helped you and learn how to make money online without investment. If you did like this video, please make sure to press the thumbs up button. Make sure to drop a comment below. Tell me, what is it that you're doing right now? What are your aims for the future? What are you trying to achieve? Please make sure to also subscribe to this channel. I've got so many great videos coming out right now, and we teach you how to be a great business owner, a successful entrepreneur, and how to just be successful in life overall. I really do hope you've enjoyed this, but in the meantime, peace.